Today on EPL, we will discuss the idea of confronting the things in our lives that we seek to guide, rebuke, change, or just plain end.
They look up to me. I got fake love to me.
I just be so happy when I get to choose the song.
You
So I'm
always
like, yeah,
choose.
this is not. Well, that's because you keep us in the way
old
back
school.
machine.
He really likes 1996, and it's
They-
okay.
What was that, a diss?
No, that was for real. Like,
All right.
and I like 96 too.
Yes, it is.
All
Don't get
right.
me wrong. I know.
That's how they slip it in on you.
Best music ever made.
I agree.
Best music ever made.
that's some dude trying
I would
to
say
get shot.
92 to 2003. It was
even
great.
before
That was
that.
smooth though. That was a good
That's-
idea.
I'm
little
going to
one.
the 70s. I'm going to take it back
There's
to the
good stuff
70s.
then. Yes, yes.
That's fine,
silly.
but it can't be Throwback Thursday every day. Have you ever rolled in the car
Really
with
though?
Sheree?
Really though?
You ever rolled and let her play music?
No, I think you
She
ride with
had
me.
good-
Roll
I
with
could
me.
be a DJ.
She was
I could
playing
get
Jill
played
Scott.
for my musical collect.
She played
Now, what would be
Right.
the age group that you would be playing to?
Any senior citizen home would
Remember
be
you on
glad to
my
have
side
her.
today.
No, I'm just asking which age group.
You know, I mean, the mature and sophisticated.
Because some people do not like hip hop at all. Like,
I'm not a hip hop
Oh,
girl.
See,
I'm
so
telling you, she good for 60
not
plus.
hip.
The 60 plus crowd, Sheree. Sheree
yeah.
gonna turn the party out.
I got a sugar daddy I want to introduce you to.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Y'all are silly. Well, welcome to Eat, Pray, and Live, you guys. We're so glad to have you today. I am Sheree Fletcher, and let me introduce the rest of the hosts to you today. To my immediate left, we have the most fabulous and gorgeous recurring host, Miss Michelle Evans.
Hey.
Hey, girl. And then we have my male me, Mr. Demetrius Jones in the house.
Hello, America. Sheree must be feeling me today. Like it's cool.
always waiting for what's gonna come
yeah, I never know. So okay, that's cool.
I like you today.
All right,
I
cool.
do. I always love you. I don't always like you, though. You know, it's like that sometimes. Last week was a little contentious.
Story of my life.
Just a little contentious. And then last but never least, or she will call you an a-hole. Courtney Stewart.
There's
proof of that on my Instagram.
Yes.
I am Demetrius. Check it
That
out.
was an accident that just happened earlier. Hello, everybody.
They call that a Freudian slip, right?
No
Out of the
Freudian
abundance,
shit.
what I see, abundance out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You know, Courtney is my militant.
There's
Courtney
some
gonna tell
abundance
you
up in there.
like it is. Courtney don't play. So how y'all living? What is happening? Oh, let's get our party started. The only thing is with these things, they don't have the pop that we like.
Oh,
Something
'cause that's
about
the,
that
like,
pop
need,
just
yeah.
bring me joy.
It lets you know, like it's.
I don't think Michelle's not drinking though.
Celebratory.
I'm not.
And why is this, Michelle? Why have
You know,
we made
okay,
this decision?
because now I am very in tune with my body, right? And so this is gonna cause me to bloat champagne and things like, and I haven't been eating, you know.
Right.
Oh, I was gonna swap out with you.
Oh, I've
I
been
see the
drinking out of this
lipstick
one.
now.
Yeah.
And I'm into the slim trim Michelle. You know what I mean? Not the bloated
Okay.
one.
Well, I will say, girl, you are looking
You
fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes, hard work pays off.
Yes. Thank you.
Keep
Less
it up.
food
Good
does
work.
the body good. But I've been eating good because remember we had that milk. Well, I had the milkshake. We had the.
Don't
bur-
say we.
The,
I had no
well,
milkshake.
remember when we were doing our fast?
Yes, I do.
And we had the burgers.
Yes, I do.
Yes, that was an amazing meal for me.
So right now you're doing pushbacks, like we say. Pushback
Yeah,
from the table.
but you know what? I eat what I want, but I just do like from day to day. It's like, okay, today at lunchtime I'm gonna have a big meal, you know, or I'm going out to dinner, I'm going to Mastro's or something. I'm gonna have the butter cake. I'm gonna really, you know,
yes.
but then I just have like an appetizer for dinner. You know what I mean? So you have to,
Gotcha.
you
And
know,
it's working
plan
for
it.
you.
Yes.
It's working.
And I'm happy. I'm not miserable.
yes.
That
And
butter cake
right, because
good.
you're not really depriving
That butter
yourself.
cake is real good.
You got some butter cake?
I don't have any butter cake. No.
Well, is the butter cake in the back?
That's what you got the butter cake. You got some, but she got cakes.
Can I ask you something? Why are they so nasty?
I don't know.
Did his eyes go there, or was it just me?
No.
His eyes was like, you got some
No,
butter cake.
I saw it. thought too.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I thought we were talking about butter cake.
I thought we were talking about butter cake.
Because I was thinking about butter cake.
You did this, and you know what? You might not even be aware of your nastiness.
I looked at her side here. I didn't look back
Why
there.
are we looking at her
okay.
side when we ask her if she likes butter cake?
Why am I asking her if she got butter cake? Of course, the girl ain't got no damn butter cake. It's a joke. She got it.
But I'm
The booty is the
I'm
butter
thinking
cake.
cakes, like the booty is synonymous with cakes.
Yes.
That's another word. So we were
We just
thinking
gonna
that she
pray
was
about it.
talking
It's,
about.
it's okay. That was a slip, Demetrius. It's okay. Your eyes
Oh,
wandered.
look! There's the cake. There's a cake. That's the cake you was talking about, Demetrius.
That's the cake I was
That's a
talking
pound
about.
cake.
That's a
Pound cake.
Oh, that looks good.
Cake.
That
cake.
does.
Cake.
I
Cake.
love pound cake.
Sheree, I think
I
you
do
should
too.
make a pound cake.
Ooh,
Invite
can
me
you make a
over.
7-Up cake?
Ooh, yeah.
You know what? The best cake that I make is the carrot cake. And then I do cook, because I don't really get into the whole
You don't
baking
bake a
thing,
lot,
because
yeah.
I cook, but I can make anything. So
Right.
I'll do that. Next time you guys
I'll
come,
eat
we'll
it.
have we'll have pound cake and butter cake and
You should make cookies.
No, Sheree has to make the cookies. Remember the
Make the
cookies?
cookies.
Let her make the
What-
cookies. I'll make a pound cake if she made
What
the
was
cookies.
it? What was in the cookies?
'Cause I can
The
make a pound
caramel?
The
cake.
cereal.
oh, the Captain Crunch.
Yes.
You put Captain Crunch in
Girl,
some cookies?
Captain Crunch and
They were
cream
good?
cheese.
I think this
Ridiculous.
And cream cheese?
Ridiculous.
You didn't even know you were eating Captain Crunch. and cream
Ridiculous.
cheese. She was like, it's Captain Crunch in there.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But you
That
just
would give
knew
me
the
an
cookies
excuse
were
to eat.
good.
They were
That's all
amazing.
you know.
Now I can probably never do that again because that was just me being creative, improvising.
put
I didn't
stuff
measure
together.
anything, and yeah.
So just go
I
ahead.
think you could do it
Just
again.
get
I
in
think
there
she
and
could
try
do
it
it
again.
again.
You
Just
come
let me
up
know
with
when you
some.
come up.
I believe in you.
You just be like, I'm gonna do it, and we'll be like,
I'll do
okay,
it. It's
Right.
done. It's done.
Yes.
Done. Well, let's get into our show. We're going to talk today about confrontation. And Demetrius, you set this up because this was actually your brainchild and your idea, and I think it's a good one. Come on, Demetrius.
enlighten us.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
What's
here, 'cause
gonna
I'm
happen,
I'm about to
Demetrius?
confront your ass right now.
What I do?
Let me say this. When we start the show, don't be just kicking it. I'm thinking like, okay, where we about to start and all this, and then here you go. Like, Demetrius, set this up.
Demetrius, you know where we're about to start. I sent you the whole rundown.
Look, America.
You look at your notes.
I think we have a confrontation problem in the United States, and so I sent Sheree some links to some various stories that would help us facilitate a discussion
Yes.
about said confrontation. How should you confront someone? Should you not confront them? How should you do it? Should you be adamant? Should you be quick? Should you be mean? And it all started when Ted Koppel confronted Sean Hannity when Sean Hannity asked him,
He asked him.
hey, do you think I'm bad for America?
On air.
And he said, yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you and the Fox Network, Sean Hannity, for those who don't know, is a commentator on Fox Network. Ted Koppel is a former
Everybody knows
retired reporter from 2020. I think that's
Yes.
what he was known for. And no, Nightline.
No,
Nightline.
yeah, okay.
Nightline. And so he was being interviewed, and he said, because you all are quick, and I'm paraphrasing, to spread a false narrative and false facts.
Yes.
And so it got me to thinking, was that right for Ted Koppel to do on air, to say, yes, you're bad for America? Because that's very confrontational. You could kind of say it in a different way, like, well, I think you could be better for America if you did X, Y, and Z. And that's what got us here to this discussion.
Well,
That's what he asked him.
I don't think he attacked his character, him as a person. I think it was about what you're doing when you're at work. You know what I mean? Right? Don't you? I
he
mean,
said he was bad. Well, and the guy asked him. So
The guy
here's the
really
thing.
asked
I
him
have a rule.
directly.
And my rule is I'm not going to ask a question that I really don't want to know the answer to.
You really?
Yes.
Okay. It's good to know.
So goofy.
You sure?
Demetrius, what are you talking about?
Man, because you ask a lot of questions about.
Because I want to know.
Okay, all right. Now
I want to know the
that.
answer. And don't ask me nothing that you really don't want to know the answer to. Because I am very truthful.
oh
I'll
yes.
tell you.
Okay.
Yes, I will. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So I didn't think, Ted Koppel is not a mean-spirited guy. And the thing is, he asked him the question, do you think I'm bad for America? And he said yes.
Would you do, if that was a friend, would you tell them that on air?
Yeah, I think in the moment, yes, because I think it spoke to what Ted Koppel was talking about, giving the facts and not, trying to convolute stuff with opinions. And what happens is the public doesn't necessarily know the difference. So yeah, it kind of illustrated his point. But I think I would. Yeah, I would. If you ask me, so you better be careful what you ask me.
Ready.
I'm typically ready for the answers that I receive from my friends, and I'm known as the person that'll tell you the truth. But
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person that tells you the truth, and I'm an ass about it. Because have you ever heard somebody's like, and I'll tell it like it is. So I think when I hear that, so basically you're an asshole. Is
But
really
that's
what
the
you're
wrong
saying.
heart, though. That's the thing. It's I think that confrontation, you have to definitely check your motive. What's the motive? Like, why am I saying what I'm saying? You know, is it coming from a truthful place? Is it coming from a good place? Am I trying to encourage you? Let me tell you, because I want to go into fashion, because that's what we're going to talk about first, like the fashion, when confronting, you know, various people that make certain fashion choices.
Oh, okay.
I had a friend that actually she's a friend. I can call her, but she's not a, you know, she's more of an acquaintance. But I've known her for years, and I noticed that she had some makeup on that I didn't think was flattering to her. Now you laughing? No, listen. And everybody who knows me knows that my heart is always good. Now I'm the girlfriend to tell you, girl, you got something in your teeth. Girl, you got something on your nose. I just did that to Michelle before we started. She had a little bug on her. Girl, you got something on your nose. That's who I am. I'm gonna do it because I'm looking out. So I didn't tell her during the event, because there's really, at this point, there's nothing she can do. It wasn't like, you know, she had like a little smudge or something that's easily fixable. She just had like some foundation that was not flattering.
Like
you
it
know,
was
it
the
made
wrong
her
color. Or
yeah,
was
like it
just
made her
heavy?
ashy.
Oh.
You know, some color. So it was just bad all the way around. Now, there's nothing she can do about it. It's not a fixable thing. So I'm not going to tell her during the event to make her, you know, self-conscious and whatnot. So I waited until it was over. And I said, if I have the opportunity, and I did because we both walked out together. Well, her little feelings was so hurt. And I got it because we have a mutual friend. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, we have a mutual friend, and she told the mutual friend that, you know, she's like, oh, she really hurt my feelings. And I was like, oh, no. So, I mean, I had to apologize because my intention was really to help, you know.
That's why I don't tell people things. I don't, because people are sensitive, or they think you're trying to. Like, I had a friend who was saying she's about to do some business in Canada, right? And it was a group of us, and we were all supposed to go. We're supposed to go to Canada. So she was like, they were saying, "Oh, do you have to have your passport to go to Canada?" And I'm like, "Yes, you do."
Yeah.
And I said, "You can't have no felonies going to Canada." The girl took it as I was saying, "Oh, you got felonies, so you can't go."
Did you have felonies?
I don't
She
know.
must have.
I have no idea. She was like,
must have.
I'm not with the such and such crew. And I was like, I was just trying to explain how Canada is very strict.
Yeah.
There's no other country that I know of that's a place that we visit often that is like, do you have any felonies? You can't come in. With Canada, even on rap songs, they speak about it. I'm going to call Drake so he can get me in the country. Even Drake said, I helped the strippers get in because they had felonies or something, you know.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
I had the hardest time getting to Canada.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to see. You understand?
I was detained for, I kid you not, 2.5 hours.
Because they don't play in Canada.
How can you see that?
I don't
So
want to air
gooey.
all your shit out on here.
Air my shit. I ain't got no shit.
Well, obviously, to the Canadians, you do.
No. This was, I'll tell you, I was traveling. Trey was about 3 years old at the time. Or no, 2.5. And I was with my girlfriend, and we went because I always wanted to go to that big mall that they had there, which by the time I got there was outdated and wasn't nothing. I didn't realize that. Because it was something that stuck in my head when I was little. I saw it in a magazine. I was like, oh, I'm going to go. So they're like, well, where's his father? I said, well, his father is working. Why they didn't understand why he wouldn't be on the trip with us. And I'm with my girlfriend. What are you here for? And I said, well, I'm here to go to that mall, which I'm sure sounded stupid because they knew that nobody's going to come from Los Angeles, California to go to this mall. It just didn't make sense. So anyway, I
think
you had a baby,
I
they wanted
think
to
they
make
did not
sure.
tell you why they were detaining you because they didn't want to tip you off. I don't think it had nothing to do
with the
with
What did you
with
think?
Well, what you think they was holding up
They
for?
eventually told me that. They said, there's a lot of kidnappings.
Yeah, because
Well-
it's easy
and
to
stuff.
cross in Canada and like driving and stuff. So like,
What you think they detained me for?
As you
thought she had
have
something in the
as without saying who said it, who knows, Miss Magoo. Who knows why
Now I
you were
want to
detained?
know. Okay, I'm asked later.
You can't be,
something
but
we can't share.
yeah, you gotta share because America
We
is
need
watching.
to understand. You're confusing our viewers.
You confuse
They
the
have
viewers.
no
It's
idea
like
what's
what?
going on.
I really want to get to what she was talking about.
Like not
though.
telling nobody nothing.
Because I could honestly, when I heard that when you said and you can't have any felonies, I thought that if I was her, I would have thought that you were saying I had felonies.
See, he's sensitive.
Really?
See,
Yeah,
that-
I wouldn't have taken it that way.
If you don't have felonies,
Me either. I
then
would have been like, well, I
Yeah.
got no felonies. That ain't no
Have y'all known each other a long
Laugh.
time?
long enough. I didn't just meet her.
Is she
Yeah,
somebody that might look like she had some felonies, so she felt like she was being judged?
Yeah, Michelle,
Like,
you judge that
I
wrong.
didn't. No, maybe she just felt like she was being judged.
Lucky
No.
she didn't cut you.
Maybe she felt. No, she is not.
so she could have. She probably had some
Yes.
close to felonies.
But I was talking to the group.
Did
Oh,
you
see,
look
what
at
didn't
her?
there-
though?
It was, I didn't
But if there's
say
a
you
group
can't
of
have no
people-
felonies. I was just like, Canada doesn't play.
Does the
Yes, you
group
have to have.
look like they would have felonies?
Is she the only one in the group that looked like she might?
I can't
have
answer all
felonies?
these questions. This is starting to get too deep. For
I'm
me.
just
Like,
saying. I'm just saying.
I didn't think about all of that. All I was thinking about was the Drake song. How people have, you know, I
Yeah.
know a lot of people who have.
So now you go blame Aubrey? It's
Oh my
Aubrey's
God.
fault.
No, the point is,
So fashion mistakes. Let's get back to that. Would you
Thank
confront?
you.
Would you confront your boy? Like, what do you think is a fashion don't for a man?
flooding.
No,
The pants
not
flooding?
not necessarily. I just saw a
Caribbean
dude
men had
on
them
Rodeo
there.
the other
Yeah,
day. He
that's
was
right.
fun. It just depends.
No,
It-
we talking about really flooding. Like you're,
It depends on who you are though.
And
if
your
you're wearing
swag.
capris, that's different. But if you're flooding, you're flooding.
Was it? So it's kind of European too. If they're like skinny and
Yeah.
yeah,
And they're showing
yeah, it
off their
depends.
socks. It's not. I can't.
You can
think
tell
it-
when it's
No
intentional
one in
and when
my
it's
crew
not.
would do that. That's not how they dress.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I don't like it if everybody looks alike in a crew where it's like we look like we're a damn singing group or something. But there is a certain amount of decorum where it's like if we're all there's a certain way that I expect you to dress. You can't look like a clown or something like that.
So what do you do if they are not up to your standard?
We just tell them.
You just be like,
Like
yo,
what? Give us
go
an
put a
example.
jacket on or go.
What do you
put
say?
some-
I'll give you an example from high school. I remember one time, I'm not gonna say who, one of my boys came out.
Garland.
One of my boys
It's always
came out. It was me, Alan, and somebody else, and we were going to a dress to sweat party. And this dude come out
A who's? A what party?
dressed
now?
dressed to
Dress
sweat.
to sweat. Oh, okay.
Party.
So, it's
So you're
like
gonna
a-
sweat. You're gonna be
like
dancing.
reggae,
Yeah.
like get
Yeah.
it in, yeah.
He
Okay.
come out dressed like Rico Suave, and so I never forget. I was like, where you go? No, you go change. So he's like, what? This ain't. No, that's not. So then he
And
went
did
and
he
changed.
probably appreciated it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
knew your heart. And you wasn't about to let him walk in looking like a clown. He'd have been clown the whole night.
Embarrassing
And
us.
Oh, so you did it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't want him to look bad
fine.
either, but it's, you know,
make us look
we
bad,
coming
'cause you
in
coming
as a crew.
See, I don't
Yeah.
think like that though, because I, you know what? I don't think like that. And I have friends. I remember back in the day, I would get criticized for my crew. I'm like, I just like people who I like, you know. So I'm not gonna like. There are people that.
What was
Let me
wrong
just
with-
stop.
Just
I'm just gonna stop.
We gotta
'Cause I'm making-
stop.
yeah, I'm just gonna stop.
But I will say this. I have seen, like, as guys, of course, we talk. And we will talk about, like, if it's a crew of women
Mm-hmm.
and they're all fine, they will be discussed more than if it's a crew of women and one of them is fine. And we'd be like, why is her crew like this, dog?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just her. It's just her.
That ain't right.
But she gets all the attention, and the others might get some.
But
some
then
fall off.
when you're with a group of everybody looks good. It's
Yeah, it's something.
yeah, the tension is different.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I
Yes, it is.
I typically
Yes, it is.
like my crew is tall out here. My crew in Detroit's a little
But you're
short.
not tall.
No, but you walk in the room with a bunch of 6'2" dudes, it's like everybody's like, oh, hey.
Hey.
And I can hold my own, so it's like, yeah, come on, you know, we about to go do this.
So are you picking your crew as bait?
No, I pick my crew based on how smart they are. So, but I pick women based on how smart they are too. So,
Gotcha.
you know, I'm really keen on like how
Intellect.
smart. Yeah, how smart are
Intellect.
you? Because I don't want to get somewhere you do something stupid.
Have you ever had to confront somebody for their lack of intellect? And how do you do that?
I can see in his eyes he has.
I-
Who? I'm like, who?
Go ahead,
Has
so
nobody?
do tell.
I just feel like everybody, like, you've never been, like, because there's some, I don't, I'm a little blunt. It's some dumb motherfuckers. Like, I'm sorry. And it's not, I'm not really the person that can hide that I think it's dumb or I thought you were, and I can't believe you said it. So I just find it, I don't know the polite way to call somebody dumb, so I'm not like, you are stupid, but I'm like, what the hell? Like,
I'm
what does that
sarcastic
mean?
with mine.
See, me too.
Yeah, but that
I
makes you more of an asshole, is what I'm told.
I might repeat what you asked me so you could think about, is that what you really wanted to say?
Should be looking at us all like, y'all some assholes.
You gonna be the militant me next time. You got some,
No, 'cause sometimes I cannot, but if you dumb, I can't stand
You want to know what
dumb.
it is?
What?
Okay. I don't know if you ever seen the Boondocks. Okay.
I have.
This is Huey. Right here, right? I picked this up. This is Riley.
I didn't see the Boondocks enough to know.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm right, ain't I? I'm
I
right.
need to Google this real quick. Should I accept being Riley or should I not?
Do I have a part on the Boondocks?
Who is she?
You the girl that live across the street. What's her name?
She sure is.
What is her name? I can't think of her name.
Shut up.
Now we need
Y'all
to.
And you look like her. As a
look
little
like
girl,
somebody-
if you was a little girl with
Yeah.
some little blonde puffs, like yeah.
Okay.
Right, look, now I wanna
now we
look
gotta
it
watch
up.
the Boondocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch the Boondocks.
I
So
feel
would
like
that
I've been
I
confronted.
think it applies.
Does that make me the granddad?
You the granddad for real. Now I know who he is. I for sure know who the
So
granddad
that means
is.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. Because I say some crazy
Pretty close.
shit.
Yeah, you
pretty
do.
much like,
But you're not quite that. He ignorant as hell.
He
like,
ignorant.
He ignorant.
He
You like a
ignorant.
combination of the granddad and the cute little girl's daddy.
You my daddy?
it's wrong with you.
You always take it there, Sheree.
Oh Lord.
First it was the butter cake, now it's somebody's dad.
It's hot. Turn up there. It's hot.
I'm gonna get
up
a
in
sexual harassment suit
Oh
going
my
up
God.
in here.
Listen, I'm gonna slap you with one way before you slap
See,
me with
see,
one.
see,
Hello.
see, see.
That's all I'm saying.
Slapping.
That's all
So-
I'm saying. Look, you know what he said to me last week? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Okay. So let's talk. Pull our picture up if you would be so kind. Look at this lovely little child. Ain't this baby cute? Well, that's a little boy. That's Jackson. That is Charlize Theron's adopted son, who she is obviously allowing to dress in, in female attire. He's got a little, for those of you that are actually listening and not watching, he's gone on a pretty little yellow, it looks like a princess dress, like a costume, like one that you would buy from a costume store. And he's got little, sandals on, the pink backpack, and it looks like he's got extensions in his hair. Cornrows. So this is interesting, and I definitely wanted to discuss this because this is like confronting tradition. This is traditional parenting. This is not something we would ever see. Like growing up, I would have never seen this growing up. I've never seen it. Have y'all? What do we think of this though? Do you think, is she encouraging creativity? I mean, obviously this is something, he wants to do. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that she also adopted a little girl from South Africa. So maybe he's looking at, and she's from South Africa, by the way. So I don't know, maybe he's trying to emulate his sister. What do y'all think about this?
I got mixed feelings. I got real mixed feelings. Because technically, sociologically speaking, gender is a social construct. We've decided that this indicates if you put pants on, that is manly. Or if you're putting a dress on and you're a man, somehow that makes you less manly and all of that. Like, that's stuff we've determined. That's not something that's set, we're born with, and we decide, and it doesn't actually indicate anything. It doesn't mean he's gay. It doesn't mean he wants to be trans. It doesn't mean anything. It could mean that he just saw the yellow skirt and thought it was cute, and at that age he's not having the restrictions put on him by a parent saying, no, that makes you gay looking or look like a girl. So there's some freedom in that is, I think, beautiful, and something that is a freedom, especially as a black child, growing up that will be a young black man, that a freedom and a space that black men haven't necessarily ever been able to navigate in this country because of the way that we have treated black people. That being said, he's still going to be a young black man in this country, and this country is still this country. So at some point, that freedom may not actually match what the world he sort of lives in, and that's why I take issue with it. Because when he gets, yes, he's creative and he's getting to explore and doing whatever, but at some point he's going to come up against what we've decided black men should be and what other people have decided black men are in this country, which isn't always positive, and I don't necessarily know that that freedom is going to serve him in his adulthood. So that's why I take issue
Do
with
you
it.
think, Demetrius, that it's like it's given this, it's putting the power in the child's hands? You think it's giving them too much freedom and too much control?
I'm gonna let you make that point. My point is this.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that point. I want to know what you think.
One, when I see it, because she is a white woman, I instinctively had a problem with it. Because I agree with everything that Courtney said, but I'm like, her being a white girl, I'm like, I don't even know if you understand
The problem you're causing.
what's going on here. And I feel like I'm like our because of where we are, where we're really talking about trans and gay and all different type of lifestyle choices. I'm like, is that somehow making you make these choices to experiment with this child? And like, oh well, let them do this and let them do that or whatever because of what's out here in the zeitgeist. And I don't. It makes me uncomfortable. Now, don't get me wrong. She decided to adopt a child. She takes care of the child and deals with the child day in and day out. So I don't know everything, that goes into this, and she could be entirely right. But at the same time, I'm allowed to have this opinion where based on what I know just from what's being presented, I'm like, I don't like this because I'm like, one, is he like you? Somebody said, is he just trying to identify with her and the sister and their bond? And he's going to miss out on a lot from being a traditional boy and playing with boy stuff and wearing boy clothes, because believe it or not, the shit's kind of fun. I enjoy it a lot. And so I don't like this. I don't like it.
What do you think, Michelle? You think it's encouraging freedom and creativity
Okay,
or
first
rebellion?
of all, she had to call a hairdresser to come braid that little boy's hair. He don't know how to call them and pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the princess dress, he might have saw it hanging up in the closet. That's different.
No, that wasn't hanging up in the closet because who can fit that?
But
She can't wear it. The baby can't wear it.
I'm just saying if we didn't have the braids too, the fact that you've taken the time to put weave in the hair, like that's a process. He had to sit still.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? That's not enjoyable to have to do that. I don't like it. I just feel like I don't like it at all. Like, I feel like she's wrong for this. She don't know no better. Yep, don't know no better. Triple negatives. I said that.
That's all right.
Because
Do your
I'm
thing.
expressing how horrible this is. And like,
why is it horrible though? In
Because
your opinion,
it's
why
gender
is that
confusion.
Horrible? Okay, it's creating confusion.
Yes, because first of all, when this little boy hits the real world, the fact that a famous white celebrity actress raised him, and when he gets out in the real world and see white people are not going to treat you the same way that this woman did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're both from the same place. I do want to say they're both
Yeah,
from
but
South
it's still
Africa.
different in South Africa.
No, yeah.
You know, if you black, you black. If you're white, you white.
Shit, it might be worse.
Right.
But let's say this. Would it matter if she wasn't white? If this was a black parent allowing their 5-year-old son to wear dresses?
Black people don't do that. No. you don't have to make everybody laugh a little bit, to bring a little comedy. But I think it would change the dynamics a little bit.
A little, but not.
They have enough information that at least if they're doing this, like the missing link of the blackness and what blackness walking in this country means is not entirely
And
lost.
I have a battle going on here because I do believe in defying society and doing what you want, but I feel like when it comes to a child, I feel like we should get a child to a certain age and then let them kind of start making a lot of their own choices.
So is 5 too young to be doing that?
To introduce this, I'm not, because I'm not sure that he can deal with everything that comes along with this at the age of 5.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
might know her son better than we do,
Right.
you know. So
And that's where I'm open to be wrong. Like he
Yeah.
might say, you know I'm not. So I'm a little girl.
yeah,
It's interesting because now I would have never let Trey wear no damn dress.
Yellow dress, yellow
No,
dress,
a yellow, blue, green,
what about
black.
red?
It looks
What
like
about
red?
black.
Nah, hell to the nah. I wouldn't let him wear a dress. But now it's interesting because if I had a little girl and we were in the costume store and she wanted a Spider-Man costume,
Maybe
I think I would
excited.
be okay with that.
Because that's representing strength,
Yeah,
like a hero. You know what I mean?
but
It is,
still,
but it's
like,
still a
like
double
a boy.
standard.
Yeah,
It is a
it
double
is.
standard.
We negate sensitivity and delicateness in a man, and that's not necessarily always a good thing.
Just like a woman
Yeah.
can be lesbian for a while and then go back, and it's okay to go
Yeah.
back into society. You know, whereas a man, when you
It's a little
that whole,
different.
you
We
know,
talked about
a little different.
then
little
you
different.
it's like, ooh,
That's
I
real
gotta think-
talk.
I have to
That's real
think
talk.
about that. You've been with a man before? Nope.
Yeah,
You know?
I think we do. We have a different view and a different expectation of what men should be and what men should be doing and the standards they should be upholding. We're a lot more lenient on women.
I got a question.
Yes.
go.
So let's say this is your friend doing this.
This is
Yeah.
Charlize is my
Yeah,
friend. Yes.
Like y'all cool.
Uh-huh.
Y'all tight.
Yeah.
Do you tell her?
Do you
need to
confront
st-
her?
Yeah.
You know what? I would. Yeah, I'd want to have a conversation because it would be the elephant in the room, so to speak. I'd be like, what is this about? Like, I would try to get some understanding
Yeah.
as to the thought process and the reasoning behind it, for sure.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think
I
we have a
think it's-
lot of bad parents.
Yeah.
And people never want to tell somebody that they're a bad parent. But we
Yeah.
got a lot of fucked up kids.
But see,
Where they
this-
coming from?
This is newfangled parenting. That's exactly what this is. So this is an experiment. So we don't know how this is going to play out.
But is it? But
It
is this really
is.
newfangled? Or is this just
Let-
some
let
Hollywood
no
shit? This kind of some Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
That's what I chalk this. Because this don't happen.
But Hollywood too dictates
It
and,
does.
and really influences the world. So, some people see her doing it, oh, then it's okay. They're in the middle of America somewhere. Oh, it's okay to let my son dress like a little girl.
But
That's
they-
what he wants.
Would we be as bothered by it if it was just a white kid with his white mama wearing a dress for the day? Like, completely as bothered? Because I'm not as bothered.
See, then
I'm
there's-
not either.
There's another element to it, but I'm bothered because I think for this child, I'm not even looking at the racial dynamic. I'm just saying, I think you're confusing this little boy. As a parent, I think your job is there's a reason why children have parents. I mean, God
Right,
does things
right.
in decency and order. And the thing is, you are the parent, so your job is to teach and to instruct and to guide and to nurture. And I think you are, first of all, encouraging rebellion. That's number one. He's rebelling against, who he is naturally. I think we're supposed to guide. I do. I think we're supposed to guide and lead. And I would say, baby, no, this is for girls. I would have that conversation. Let's pick something else. If you want yellow, if you like yellow, then let's get you a nice yellow shirt, or I would guide that behavior because we don't know what it's doing to his psyche. We don't know the seeds that it's sowing. We don't know.
But is it any worse that we've decided that a kid that decides he's attracted to a yellow dress and we're forcing him, like, this is not what a boy does, but we're saying this is what a boy does, you can have yellow pants instead? Are we not really technically doing the same thing because in the end, it's clothing and it really doesn't define who you are, but we're encouraging it to define who they are and what they are. I understand
Yeah.
the societal element that, like, you're going to have to answer to society when you walk out the door, people are making fun of
Yeah.
you or whatever, but is there not power in her saying, like, yeah, you're wearing a dress, it usually is for a girl, but if that's what you
It's-
want to do, something's going
it's-
to, and
it's
then
power.
addressing that part of it instead of forcing him into
I
the
think
lane that is
at
more
5 years
comfortable.
old,
power he doesn't know how to handle.
yeah.
And
But at 5, who's yelling at him?
It's too no. But this is you're training this child up in the way they should go. So you're starting at 5 years old. So like I said, you don't know what this is saying to him, what this is telling him. seeds.
It's a true experiment. This is the thing. You're asking great questions we don't know.
Yes.
And so my thing is, if I'm a parent, do I want to do stuff to my child that could lead to very unpredictable results when I don't have to?
And he's gonna look at these pictures one day and potentially be mad as hell. Why this white woman?
But because I just wonder, is it not the same? Because if you're saying like no, but you're saying like I don't want to do things that I could cause unnecessary harm if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But how do you know in this particular instance that the harm that you're actually causing still exists when you force the other way?
Because if I look at the totality of what has happened, when I make a boy wear pants or something like that, on average, it doesn't really do that much.
Unless you end up being a Bruce Jenner or something.
Wait. Let me finish. And when those people, but my thing is, Bruce Jenner eventually became a woman.
Yes.
He could have, now him becoming a woman or him delaying that had nothing to do with him being forced to wear pants. It's just a really big deal. But West Hollywood is full of guys who are wearing dresses or whatever, and I'm sure they had to wear pants growing up. You'll be all right. If you really want to wear dresses when you are adult, you can do that. Save some things for adulthood.
If he's 13 years old and he's saying, you know what, I'm just, you catch him gravitating towards, behavior that we feel is reserved for girls, or he's having, some female inclinations. That's a whole different ballgame at 13. At 5 years old, again, I think it's given this kid a little too much power. And I think it's going to potentially create a ton of confusion, and it could create a lot of resentment.
Right. And being a parent is not fun. Like, you got to tell kids no.
Right.
You remember no, exactly. No is so powerful, but it's not popular anymore. Remember when we were little, the one thing I hated my mother was saying, why do I have, because I said so.
And sometimes that's just it.
Sometimes
That's
because I said so.
And I feel like today, especially, I don't people really want to be friends with their children.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what, you ain't always, and I don't have kids, but I will say this when I do, you ain't always got to like me. You might grow up and be like, I can't stand that MFer, but I tell you what, you gonna say I was a good dad, that I raised you, I kept you from killing yourself, I kept you out of stuff.
Because we're meant to keep them in line.
Off the pole.
And this is making him, because what if he was just gonna be a male who ended up getting married, but now you put in his head, you know what if I want to be a woman? And it wasn't even there, but now he sees pictures.
Now,
I
can
feel
you
like
do
that's
that,
an assumption because
That's interesting. That's the power of suggestion.
But see, the reason I'm like sort of devil's advocate on for example, I'll use my own life. Up until the age of actually midway through kindergarten, I was only allowed to wear dresses. Like my dad really firmly, girls wear dresses. You ain't putting no pants on. Like my dad was strict about it.
It's religious like that.
And and I think some of it probably came from faith. And so in kindergarten, the only reason it changed is because we played a game in kindergarten. I had to crawl on the floor. We were playing cat and mouse or something weird. I don't know. I was like, it's kind of. But I ended up. Okay. Because y'all be taking stuff to the next level. But I ended up.
Kindergarten.
It was in kindergarten, and we were doing whatever. But I ended up getting rug burn, and I used to get so upset. Like, why can't I wear pants? Boys wear pants. Like, boys wear pants. Girls wear dresses, and it's the same thing. Like, it's the same communication.
Do you resent your parents for that?
I did in the beginning. I was like, why can't I just wear pants? Like, they don't make me, I'm clearly not confused
We're
about
talking
being
about
a
as an
girl.
adult, though. As an adult, looking back.
We can stay
No,
there,
I can stay as a child.
Stay
yes.
as a child. The thing is, though, what Courtney's talking about is a practical reason as to why she needed certain equipment.
To cover up your needs.
He don't need a
But
dress.
you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know what the practicality of that is in his own, whatever's going on in his life.
No. See, that's the thing. That's what we get into. It's not about what's going on in his head. You really needed pants because you were burning your knees.
I needed pants in that moment because I was burning my knees. But in regular my life, I don't need pants.
Yeah, but
yes, you do because you were on the monkey bars and stuff.
No, I didn't. We wore shorts under our dresses, or we had little shorts all the time. And that it was just, maybe that wasn't the best example saying I was crawling around, but that just sort of heightened it. Like, I got a rug burn. Why can't I wear pants? But in general, I didn't need to wear pants. I don't need to ever wear pants now. And we communicate. If we're communicating that to me, why is it not the same communicating that to him?
I have girls, and you know, they're in school, and I think 4th or 5th grade, my daughter comes home and tells me, it's a girl in my class that's saying she likes girls. She's bisexual.
And how
How old is
grade?
she?
4th, 5th grade, yes.
That's 10 years old.
And so, and it's like, so now I can look at my daughter's face and she's trying to figure out, is that right? Is that wrong? Should I, you know, I could just tell in her face all these things are going in her mind. And as her parent, I let her know that's maybe what her choice is, but we don't do that over here. Now, when she gets 18, that's on her. But right now, we don't do that.
But we've turned it into sexuality and not about clothes. Because he's 5.
But it is about clothes too, though.
Yeah.
It is about clothes too, because this is the thing. He's in a, I would suspect, I do not know, but typically when your mom is who his mom is, he's more so in a bubble right now. He's in the Hollywood bubble. So people are not going to even respond to him how they probably would normally respond to him once he leaves Los Angeles or what have you. So when I'm looking, I'm not worried about the boy being gay. If he want to be gay or whatever, I don't really give a shit about that. My thing is, he's running around in this dress or whatever, and I don't know what that's going to do to him, because he's already. We don't know.
I
don't know.
It really is an experiment.
It's an experiment. And I don't know if that's cool to do that. Now, at the end of the day, I'm happy she adopted a black child, although I think to some extent I feel when I see this, because a lot of people are adopting these black children, and I'm like, is this like the new trend? This is like an accessory.
You
like
saw
a
Get Out.
shit
You saw
like
Get
that.
Out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
They raising them up, still they body parts.
How are you so
Let me ask, do we really have to end in 2.5 minutes? Okay, good. All right.
So we'll see, though. I'm curious
we'll
to see. We'll see in like 10 years. Like Charlize could very well be right in hell.
And maybe the world will actually change, and it won't be that big of a
But remember,
deal.
in the beginning of time, more like we know with the Indians, they didn't have pants. They had, everybody wore, what would you have called it? It wasn't a dress.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know, they wore the little
wraps, whatever. But that's
yeah.
the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's stuff we've just decided. So it's arbitrary. It's not like something that is like defining anything. We've just decided that indicates boy versus
just
girl.
like we don't run for catch our food anymore in the caveman days.
But that's not just
times
that.
have changed.
But that's what I'm saying. But they wear tunics in India that would be considered dresses.
But if he had a tunic on, we wouldn't be tripping. I know I
or a
wouldn't.
dashiki. Put him in a dashiki.
Exactly.
But if it looked like it was the length of a dress because he's 5 years old
No,
and it
we
was
wouldn't
bright
say
yellow, y'all
nothing.
wouldn't say nothing.
No, that's
it's only because it's from Beauty and the Beast.
He's dressed as a princess.
We ain't in India.
right? That's a princess dress.
He dressed as a damn Disney.
I don't even like
princess.
just seeing. Honestly, I don't like seeing
It's a
little
mess.
girls always running around in these damn princess dresses, and they not going to their quinceañera and nothing like
You
that.
so
I'm like,
goofy.
why is this happening? What comedian was that talking about running around in a princess dress and soccer shoes on a damn Tuesday? That's what I noticed when I moved to Cali. I was like, damn, these little kids be in these dresses all the time.
All right.
Really?
You know what? We haven't even gotten to like half of our show. So we were talking about, parenting, the do's and don'ts. Do you confront this? How do we even deal with that? I think I'm going to confront Charlize. If you're watching this show, which you probably are not, don't buy no more damn princess costumes for the baby, okay? Just stop it, because we don't know what it's going to do. We just don't know. We don't know.
And so we don't
Little
like
boy.
this regardless of the race of the boy. It don't really matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. For me, it wouldn't matter if he was white. Now, I mean, because he's black, it's like this is a black man, and I think we're a little more protective because we're black. We're a little more protective of our black
because
men.
we know what he's gonna go through.
Well, we know what he's going to go through,
Yeah,
and
that's
what happens? He grows up and has a flashback, because what happens is he's in this dress, and apparently they were getting ice cream. So I don't know, maybe he's in the mood for ice cream and he associates ice cream with a yellow dress and so he's married to something. He want to put on his yellow dress while he eat ice cream.
Or
we don't know what's gonna happen.
inspired to be like the best yellow dress designer ever known to woman, and he sculpts the best dresses out of whatever.
Or when he's
because
14
he's
and
been
15,
inspired by it.
he unnecessarily struggles with his sexuality.
And look, they're rushing.
We don't know.
Did she really want to be caught? Look, because look like she's trying to run. Look, that little the way that dress
No,
is swishing back.
you have to know when you leave the house and your baby is in a yellow princess dress and you got his hair all weaved up and cornrowed.
And you know the other thing, because
yeah.
I feel like, because I am a son, kids are going to rebel. And if you give them too much too soon, as they get older,
Yes.
their rebellion will become more dangerous. And so I'm like, if you hold this back, let him wear a dress when he's like 13, 14.
Yes.
Let him rebel and do this.
Well, why not? Let me ask you this, though. Why not? Trey, we call Trey little nature boy. Trey would be, I don't care where we go, Trey would want to take off his clothes and be buck naked.
Courtney, what about that? Is that fine?
Like,
I mean,
there's social
once
tact
again,
too.
it's
We're doing
socially
life together.
Unacceptable, so there's going to be consequences attached to that. But I understand it, but there's still a freedom in that is kind of beautiful.
Let me just go ahead.
I mean, you don't ever just want to go somewhere and just be naked. I want to do that all the time.
Yes, I do. It's called my home.
Right. at the
Wait a
house.
minute. Okay, this is the end of our show, but I definitely want to give out. We want to do this Halo Award real quick. So if you could play the video for us, and Demetrius, if you could, you know.
I don't even need to say nothing. Just play the
Okay,
video.
play the video, and just play it to like 36 seconds.
Styles. He's a 13-year-old, plays for Eagles Landing Middle School in Boca Raton. No arms, no prosthetics, and he's knocking down three-pointers. Look at that. How
Wow.
go out and stand on a basketball court. Get behind the three-point line. It's a pretty good distance.
It's a good distance.
You really got to put it up there fairly hard. Most of us do.
Wow.
to
They're
get
like,
it to the
whoa,
basket.
whoa.
Okay,
Thank
You
you.
can cut it. You cut it now.
So our Halo Award today goes to Jamarian Styles. Go ahead, boy.
Man, I was like,
That's impressive.
That is.
Because my 3-point sucks. And I got both.
and he's hitting those in a game,
Yes.
a game situation.
Yeah.
And they're playing D on him, you know?
He ain't fouling anybody.
No, but you know what? I was trying to figure out, how does he play defense? I was
Yeah.
like, he gets in front of you and he takes a charge. And I was like, I bet you he
take it like
cold
a
as hell
champ.
on taking them charges too. So, yeah.
Interesting.
That is.
All right, that's our show, you guys. We're going to close out. Final thoughts, Courtney? Takeaways?
Apparently, I can't let my son wear a dress because y'all gonna judge him. I'm kidding. I like I said, I have mixed
we will.
feelings. So, anyway, congratulations, Charlize, for taking on the role of parent because it ain't easy. And whatever you doing, girl, good luck. You can find me everywhere at Stuart Starlet.
Hello.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback on that because having a discussion about somebody's kid is tough. And
Yeah.
so, you know, I hope we didn't hurt anybody's feelings or anything, but it's something that had to be said. So, you know, more power to you. Basically, what Courtney said.
I'm gonna say confront cautiously.
Amen.
Ooh, amen. That was a good one.
Where are you at?
Yeah, where you at? How can people keep up with you?
Michelle Epps. Everything is all the same. MECHELLE Epps.
Hey, follow Michelle. If you want to follow me, follow Michelle. And if she take you and everything is cool, then follow me.
Alrighty then.
And my final takeaway is train up a child in the way they should go. When they're old, they will not depart from it. You putting the baby in the yellow dress, or you taking him to church? Does he know the Lord? He needs some God in his life.
Lord,
Needs some God in his life. Balance it out. I'm saying, like,
That was a
that's
roll.
Because we decided to call it a robe then. That was a dress.
you can follow me, Sheree Fletcher, across all media platforms. And really, my takeaway is it's okay to say no sometimes. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
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 We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Holler if you hear me. I shouldn't toss some water.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African-American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram me @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Like, well, what happened?
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.